Hi everyone, welcome to another virtual walking tour. My name is Jared, and today we're going to be looking at East Ward. Now, at the end of the Victorian era in Brantford, the city's core was being duplicated in the East End. Centered around Alexandra Park and many other historic churches and buildings, East Ward has become a very interesting historical area in the city. Let's go take a look. Alexandra Park was originally land put aside in 1830 at the corner of Canning, now Park Street, and Delusi Street for market purposes. It was formerly donated by the Department of Indian Affairs, is the second oldest park in the city, and was once known as the East Market Square. It was never used for market purposes. However, a large wooden drill hall was built in 1866 on the north side of the site and amounted to the city's armories. The roof blew off during a strong windstorm in 1880, and the damage was so great that the structure had to be torn down with the Dufferin Rifles, who used the park as the parade grounds, moving to the new armories, which is the present building, in 1883. Since 1914, it has acquired many traditional park features, formal gardens and walkways, trees and shrubbery, and memorials. The park was named after Princess Alexandra, who became Queen Dowager after her husband, Edward VII, passed away, and was known for being charitable and popular among the public. There was a Russian cannon located on the Colburn Street side of the park, gifted by the British 7th Royal Fusiliers when they were stationed here from 1866 to 67 during the Fenian raids. It was likely a war trophy from the Crimean War in 1854 to 56, probably from the siege of Sevastopol when the British captured the city in 1855. Captured cannons were offered to towns throughout the British Empire as memorials. The cannon was originally displayed at Victoria Park in front of the central flagpole. The cannon was moved to East Market Square sometime between 1883 and 1886 when the flagpole was replaced with the Brant Monument. Built in 1901, Alexandria Presbyterian Church resulted from the closing of the first Presbyterian Church at Wellington and George Streets, which is the current site of City Hall, and was also named after Queen Alexandra. In 1912, the original church was found to be too small, so a larger church was built on the lot and was opened in June 1913 with the original church used as a Sunday school. The congregation chose not to unite with the other 70% of Presbyterian churches to form the United Church of Canada in 1925. In 1978, the church underwent major renovations, and the original church was removed to create a new entryway and provided a parking lot. A new Anglican church was needed in the 1860s as the population of East Ward was expanding. The new church was built in an ecclesiastic Gothic revival style designed by Orpheus Robinson, opened for services in August 1871. At the time of completion, it was the only church in Ontario bearing the name St. Jude. In 1938, 13 arts and crafts style murals, which have floral borders and gold leaf features depicting the story of Christ's journey, were commissioned. These murals were endowed by the Harris family in memory of their daughter Christina, who died suddenly at the age of 16. The murals are the reason for the National Historic Site designation on June 9, 1993. The Delusi Church Loft started as Calvary Baptist Church and evolved to become River of Life Baptist Church. It was converted into 17 affordable apartment units for persons with disabilities, which is 7 accessible one-bedroom units, and those of modest means, which is 7 one-bedroom and 3 two-bedroom units. Some of the church's original stained glass windows were retained and integrated into the design of the apartments. The church sits on the city block that was designated the Kirk of Scotland, which was land held for the establishment of a Presbyterian church. The former Heritage United Church has had many phases of existence. Its Sunday school opened on May 1, 1887, with the sanctuary dedicated in April 1888, with a major renovation undertaken in 1909. Originally Colburn Street Methodist Church, it became Colburn Street United Church with unification in 1925. Post-World War II, it became a memorial hall and was dedicated in 1948 to the memory of the heroic dead of World War I and World War II. On April 29, 1984, there was a fire that caused $100,000 in damage to the memorial hall. Now, the church is a home to the Haven International School. The building where the Grand River Community Health Center is was founded in 1887 as McCutcheon's Bakery and Confectionery, owned by John and Euphemia McCutcheon. Their Bird of Paradise cake was shipped to more than 50 countries. Later, 2 additions in the building were added in 1913 and 1948.